Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
The time yet to come. Of elected officers, elected but not yet serving. A verb tense that expresses actions or states in the future. A verb tense or other formation referring to events or states that have not yet happened. Future auxiliary. Bulk commodities bought or sold at an agreed price for delivery at a specified future date. Effective in or looking toward the future. He was preparing for future employment opportunities. Yet to be or coming. Some future historian will evaluate him. The time yet to come. The quality of being in or of the future. The time yet to come. Life after death. In a subsequent part of this document or statement or matter, etc. The time yet to come. Immediately following in time or order. Next in line. Of elected officers, elected but not yet serving. Our next president. Nearest in space or position, immediately adjoining without intervening space. In the next room. Of a day of the week, nearest, or nearest but one, after the present moment. Not this Saturday, next Saturday. Of elected officers, elected but not yet serving. Coming after or following. A verb tense that expresses actions or states in the future. The act of entering. Arriving at a place or position. Incoming class. Entering upon a position of office vacated by another. The incoming president. Of or concerned with or related to the future. Prospective earnings. At ease in talking to others. Of the relatively near future. The forthcoming holidays. Available when required or as promised. Federal funds were not forthcoming. Yet to come. A future day Gibbon of Macaulay. In readiness, awaiting. Gave us a hint of the excitement that was in store for us. The act of drawing spatially closer to something. The event of one object coming closer to another. The temporal property of becoming nearer in time. Of the relatively near future. The approaching election. In or of the next month after the present. Scheduled for the 6th Pro X. In or of the next month after the present. Organized opposition to authority. A conflict in which one faction tries to wrest control from another. A movement upward. Sloping upward. Coming to maturity. The rising generation. Advancing or becoming higher or greater in degree or value or status. A rising trend. Newly come into prominence. A rising young politician. The act of drawing spatially closer to something. Arrival that has been awaited, especially of something momentous. The moment of most intense pleasure in sexual intercourse. The temporal property of becoming nearer in time. Of the relatively near future. This coming Thursday. Of the relatively near future. The upcoming spring fashions. In good time. During an early stage. Early on in her career. Before the usual time or the time expected. She graduated early. Belonging to the distant past. The early inhabitants of Europe. At or near the beginning of a period of time or course of events or before the usual or expected time. Early morning. Being or occurring at an early stage of development. In an early stage. Expected in the near future. Look for an early end to the negotiations. Of an early stage in the development of a language or literature. Very young. At an early age. Coming into existence. Coming to maturity. A reading of a point in time is given by a clock. Do you know what time it is? Rhythm is given by division into parts of equal duration. An instance or single occasion for some event. This time he succeeded. The period of time a prisoner is imprisoned. He is doing time in the county jail. Measure the time or duration of an event or action or the person who performs an action in a certain period of time. The fourth coordinate that is required, along with 3 spatial dimensions, to specify a physical event. Adjust so that a force is applied and an action occurs at the desired time. The good player times his swing so as to hit the ball squarely. An indefinite period, usually marked by specific attributes or activities. The time of year for planting. A period of time considered as a resource under your control and sufficient to accomplish something. Take time to smell the roses. A person's experience on a particular occasion. He had a time holding back the tears. Assign a time for an activity or event. The candidate carefully timed his appearance at the disaster scene. A suitable moment. It is time to go. Regulate or set the time of. Time the clock. Set the speed, duration, or execution of. We time the process to manufacture our cars very precisely. The continuum of experience in which events pass from the future through the present to the past. He waited for a long time. Cause to be tense and uneasy or nervous or anxious. He got a phone call from his lawyer that tensed him up. Become stretched or tense or taut. The bodybuilder's neck muscles tensed. Become tense, nervous, or uneasy. He tensed up when he saw his opponent enter the room. A grammatical category of verbs used to express distinctions of time. Increase the tension on. Alternately relax and tense your calf muscle. In or of a state of physical or nervous tension. Pronounced with relatively tense tongue muscles, e.g., the vowel sound in beat. Taut or rigid, stretched tight. Tense piano strings. That which is pleasing or valuable or useful. Weigh the good against the bad. Articles of commerce. With or in a close or intimate relationship. A good friend. Moral excellence or admirableness. There is much good to be found in people. Exerting force or influence. A warranty good for 2 years. promoting or enhancing well-being. The experience was good for her. Often used as a combining form, in a good or proper or satisfactory manner or to a high standard. Good is a non-standard dialectal variant for well. The baby can walk pretty good. Tending to promote physical well-being, beneficial to health. A good night's sleep. Appealing to the mind. Good music. Of moral excellence. A genuinely good person. Not left to spoil. The meat is still good. In excellent physical condition. Good teeth. Not forged. A good dollar bill. Having the normally expected amount. Gives good measure. Completely and absolutely good is sometimes used informally for thoroughly. We beat him good. Deserving of esteem and respect. Ruined the family's good name. Resulting favorably. It's a good thing that I wasn't there. Having or showing knowledge and skill and aptitude. A good mechanic. Financially safe. A good investment. Most suitable or right for a particular purpose. A good time to plant tomatoes. Agreeable or pleasing. We all had a good time. Benefit. For your own good. Capable of pleasing. Good looks. Generally admired. Good taste. Having desirable or positive qualities, especially those suitable for a thing specified. Good news from the hospital. Morally admirable. Thorough. Had a good workout. Articles of commerce. Articles of commerce. An indefinite time in the future. He'll get around to it in the sweet by and by. The end of time. You can wet the bed till kingdom come, for all I care. The next world. He nearly blew us to kingdom come. An indefinite time in the future. The near or foreseeable future. There was a wedding in the offing. The part of the sea that can be seen from the shore and is beyond the anchoring area. There was a ship in the offing. The day after today. What are our tasks for tomorrow? The near future. Tomorrow's world. Petroleum bought or sold at an agreed price for delivery at a specified future date.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.